Hello and welcome to today's Dalal Street Week Ahead video. Now in today's video we're going to take a look at the news, two stocks and crypto. Now the two stocks I'm taking a look at is Nestle and ICICI Bank and what you can do with it going ahead. And then I'm taking a look at Bitcoin as it was requested by one of the viewers, and also it has basically been doing as I had basically predicted in a prior video. So before we go into that, let's take a quick look at the news. Now on the news front, if we look at Saturday's trading session as a whole, the budget period is naturally very volatile when she's reading it, and it's ill-advised to trade that section. But once we look at post the budget ending, when she put the tax thing out and everything, the market did not respond well to that. Stocks, a lot of them, a few sectors like FMCG did well, but the other sectors went down. And why I believe that happened is mainly due to this budget was consumption based, but only consumption based for the salaried. If you're operating on your own, you're an entrepreneur or anything, there was not much there for you in this budget. So it was more based on the people who are taking home a salary. And one big question which was not answered in this budget, you're giving all this, but how will it be? How will you manage the hole it's going to create? So that's why I think the market didn't react that well to it. Now, coming to how this week will go, according to me, this week is going to be a bit different. There'll be a lot of push and pull. The global cues are not good because of Trump's trade war, which he has started. As of when I'm recording this video, basically, he announced his tariffs to Mexico, Canada and China. Mexico and Canada have already retaliated and now announced their tariffs, and Canada is on about $150 billion worth of exports and everything. So all that is going to be affecting the global cues, and that's going to go negative, which FIs will watch more. But then on the domestic front, now people have had time over the weekend to basically sit down and read through the budget, see the finer points, and there are going to be naturally some people who don't like it and some people who like it and some people who find that it's not worth the paper it's printed on. But I think most will fall into a point that they will like it more than they'll dislike. So this will create some positivity. And then the next factor is the MPC meeting is this week, and it is nearly certain that the RBI is going to be cutting rates. The only doubt is now whether it's going to be 25 basis points or 50. I personally think they might go for 50, as they need to give a sudden boost. But if they want to be cautious, then they can do 25, as it won't shake the inflation that much, but it will be a rate cut. Late, but at least it is starting to come. So that's going to create a lot of positivity. And now, so we're going to have negative global cues and positive local cues. So that's going to create a lot of friction. Plus, when we look at it, in the budget, she said within a week she'll be releasing the direct tax stuff info. So people are going to start building up towards that people will believe there's something very good in that. I don't think so, because if it was very good, she'd have announced it that day itself, on budget day. So I don't think that is something which is going to be market moving at that point. So local cues, and so expect push and pull across the indices and sectors. Naturally, there's some which are going to do well, like on Saturday we saw consumption-related stocks rallied, infra stocks, everything collapsed because this was a consumption budget. So that's really it on the news. I'm not going to cover all the data points and everything coming because I don't think they're relevant this week, as it's going to be Trump, MPC meeting, and budget, slight of budget, more of MPC and more of Trump. So that's it on that front. Now let's take a look at Bitcoin first, then we'll take a look at ICICI Bank and Nestle. Now, when we plop the levels which I had given, now anyone can go to the past videos and find the Bitcoin video. I had covered the crypto when it was around this point, and I had said that this support will hold. I've kept the same support of 88,700. It held, and I had given an upside target of 109 to 111. I had said that the 100k target which everyone is looking at is not going to be the one. It will be broken and will go to these two. We have done so. We went, tested 109,000 and exactly stopped there. Now, how do I see the thing going ahead? Now going ahead, according to me, as long as you're between this resistance of 111 and the support at 96k, you're going to form a box range in this zone. So in this zone, I think it's ill-advised to make new entries. If you're currently holding it, then you can continue holding as long as it's above 96k. If it breaks 96k, then it'll be going to this major support again. On the other hand, if it breaks 111,500, then it goes to 116 and it breaks that and 121. Now naturally, Bitcoin, cryptos, everything are going to be doing better as Trump is in power and Trump likes crypto. Elon Musk, his puppet master, likes crypto too. So all that will ensure that crypto continues doing well. So there's a higher likelihood of us holding the support, and it will be a wait time to see that when we break 109,000 to 111,500. When we do, then we'll get a good up move. But so far, I think that's simply the trading plan you have to stick to. And if you're holding, just keep a profit, because if you're entered using the videos I had covered earlier, or I done earlier, then you'll be in a good profit. So just keep a profit stop and at the support zone and hold on to it according to me. That's my point of view. But that's if you're in the futures, you're not in the option part of crypto. Now next we'll take a look at Nestle. Now the guys who watched my Nestle video must be very happy, and who watched and acted on it. The watching it and acting on it is very different. Now I had covered Nestle when it had even not formed this white base candle. I had covered it on this previous black candle, and I had said that my support at 2130, which I've kept also, is going to hold, and if it holds, I expect us to rise to 2380. We managed to rise exactly from that. So if anyone who followed me would have literally caught the bottom and then ridden it to the top. And I shared on Twitter, I held option buys in Nestle, took the full ride up, and then held it via equities also and option sales. And option buy, I had shared how I cashed it out on the day when it had basically gone up 2x nearly. Now, what is my trading plan going ahead? Now, due to the range it has formed, if you see, Saturday's bar was very large. This is, I day traded Nestle, so that's why I know more about it. But I again day traded on Saturday, even though I had exited the option buy on Friday. I ended up re-entering it in the morning, and I day traded it 2-3 times. Now, basically, it gave a good move, which created a very big range. Now, according to me, as long as it is between 2,220, then we can, and 2,380, then we are going to be in a box range. But people ask, okay, why did I put this support at 2,300? Now, that's more of an intraday support when you look at it. This is in intraday, if it breaks 2,300, then intraday players can start looking for more downside moves towards 2,220. If it stays above 2,300, more upside moves to 2,380, and if it breaks at 2,410 and 2,470. So my trading plan as of now, I'm out of my option buys naturally. Option sells, the P sells are doing well. I'm not going to touch them. The profit's only going to increase as the decay increases, and due to premiums being so high last week, I expect a option price dump across the board, not only in indices. So option sellers will end up making easier money more. So Nestle will give more on that front. So if you held option sells, how I covered in that video, then I think you can also continue holding with a profit stop. On the equity buy side, I'm going to continue holding it as long as it's within this range too. Because if it breaks 2,380, then it'll be going up to 2,410 and 2,470. If it does not break 2,380 and stays with this range, it's not harmful. You're still in a very good profit, and you're just going to be sitting and watching the profit. And I don't think anyone has right now got the guts to be going across the market and doing a lot of stock buying. So your money is deployed, is making something, and might make more. That's how I'm looking at it. So that's my trading plan for Nestle. And now let's take a look at ICICI Bank. Now, anyone who watched my prior video on ICICI Bank can open it also and see that ICICI Bank is the same story as Nestle. For ICICI Axis, these ones I had basically covered them, and I at that time said 1,180 support will hold, and if it breaks that, it's going to until 1,260, and If it breaks that, 1320. So I've maintained the 1180 support, 1260 resistance, and 1320 resistance. With the change I've done is I've added a resistance at 1300 now and a support at 1220. Now, according to me, ICICI Bank had entered a box range here between 1220 and 1260. What ICICI Bank is waiting for is the MPC meeting. That, in my point of view, is going to be the case. But now, how should you capitalize on that? Now, according to me, to capitalize on that move, I'm out of ICICI Bank completely. I completely cashed out on Saturday. And how I'm going to watch it is I'm going to watch for any weakness to come to take us towards the support at 1220. Once we go towards 1220, I will most likely open fresh put sells of 1220 and below. Will I do an option buy? Right now, I don't think so. Why? Because as I said, there's going to be an option price dump. Number two, I want the Trump thing to play out. And the MPC, we don't really know if it's going to give 25 or 50. According to me, it gives 25. There will be a short spurt up, but that will not be enough to give option buyers that much of a profit because of simply the price dump which is going to happen plus decay factor which is naturally will start kicking in as now in Feb. So I think this is more of an option sell. Equity if you're holding, then you can continue holding as long as between 1220 and 1260. If it breaks that, then it goes to 1300 and 1320. That's how I'm looking at it. And on the other hand, if it breaks the support at 1220, then it goes back to the support at 1180. My trading plan is more bullish as long as it holds the box range. I might enter option sells again in tomorrow's trading session, but I'm not sure yet. I enter based on what I'm seeing in the intraday chart also. So I want it to basically show some weakness. Naturally, it will increase the PE sell premiums. Then I enter, and then as option seller, you'll benefit more. So that's my trading plan for ICICI Bank, Nestle, and Bitcoin. If you liked it, then hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and also click the notification bell. Like the person who asked about Bitcoin, if you have a stock that you want covered, or indexes, not really, then put it in the description box below. If there's something worthwhile to discuss in it, I'll cover it. If there's nothing worthwhile, then I'll track it. If there's something comes up, it will be covered then. Thank you.